All right, Virginia Tech and Florida State. Florida State 13.5-point home favorites, 54.5 the total here in this game. Florida State, I'm still wondering how the hell they blew out Wake Forest as badly as they did, because they reverted back to the old Florida State. Well, the Florida State when they were struggling there multiple weeks in a row against Clemson in that loss to the Clemson Tigers over the weekend. It's been very much a mixed bag for Tommy Castellanos lately for the Florida State offense. Defense actually, after a rough start, kind of held them in the game, but offense couldn't really do enough to get them through the finish line. We'll see how they fare here. The last time I lined up to fade Florida State as double-digit home favorites, I thought it was a great number with Wake Forest, a great spot, and they got blown out 42-7. So I'm a little bit gun shy to take Virginia Tech here, but Virginia Tech is off a bye week. Extra time to prepare for, it's an interim coaching staff now. Obviously, but still extra time to prepare for them going into this game. They lost 28-16 to Louisville at home in their last game. They did win and cover against Cal, 42-34. Actually, going back to the 5 games they've played since the coaching change, they've been somewhat competitive in a lot of them. They beat NC State, they beat Cal, they lost by 7 to Wake, 15 to Georgia Tech and almost covered, and by 12 to Louisville and almost covered. Like they were just a couple of points away from getting inside the number both times. So we'll see how this plays out. I mean, it's definitely a spot advantage here for the Hokies coming off the bye, and it is a lot of points. I could only look at Virginia Tech, but the last time I said I talked myself into taking double digits with a road dog at Florida State, Wake got killed in that game. So I'm a little plus, if they fall behind Virginia Tech, Drones is not the kind of quarterback that's going to lead them back into the game. That's how rough, he can be at times. So it's a modest lean to Virginia Tech. I'm not sure I'm going to end up moving on it, though. C-Mac, what do you think?
Fucking Drones. This guy drives me nuts. Speaking of him, I mean, this guy's, I don't know. I don't think it's enough. I think when these two teams play, usually I want the points. These games are pretty competitive. I mean, Florida State for the most part. Has took good care of them, but there's been some really, really close games. I don't know what to make Florida State. They looked horrible last week. I mean, it seems lost, 4 or 5? So the spot here, there's just no way you could lay points with them. That's kind of how I feel. So there's just a lean to Virginia Tech of now.